Buckbeak the Rooster. Once upon a time, in a far-off barnyard, there was a rooster named Buckbeak. Buckbeak was known for his loud and boisterous morning calls, which echoed throughout the entire farm. Every morning, he would strut around the barnyard, fluffing his feathers and crowing as loud as he could. At first, the other animals in the barnyard paid little attention to Buckbeak's antics, but as time went on, they began to notice that he seemed to be getting louder and louder each day. Soon, his morning calls were so loud that they were waking up the entire farm, and other animals were starting to get annoyed. One day, a group of the animals decided to confront Buckbeak about his noisy behavior. They gathered around him and asked him why he felt the need to crow so loudly every morning. Buckbeak, feeling embarrassed and defensive, explained that he was trying to be a nuisance. In fact, he was just trying to prove to the other animals that he was the strongest and most dominant rooster on the farm. The other animals listened to Buckbeak's explanation, but they didn't understand why he felt the need to prove himself in such a loud and obnoxious way. They tried to help Buckbeak see that he didn't need to be the loudest rooster on the farm to be respected and admired, but he refused to listen. As time went on, Buckbeak's obsession with crowing as loudly as possible only grew stronger. He spent all of his time practicing and trying to outdo himself, and he became more and more isolated from the other animals on the farm. One day, while Buckbeak was out in the barnyard crowing at the top of his lungs, a fox snuck into the farm. Focused on his craft, he didn't see or hear the fox, who made himself ready for an attack. Buckbeak fought as hard as he could, but he was no match for the fox. He crowed as loud as he could, but the other animals were too far away to hear Buckbeak. And poor Buckbeak became the fox's dinner. The moral of the story is that sometimes our insecurities and need to prove ourselves can lead us down a dangerous and destructive path. We must learn to accept ourselves for who we are and be content with what we have, rather than constantly striving for more.